Hello, hello. If you're watching this video, this message will be for you. Whoever you are like a master at manifesting. A master at manifesting, a master at attracting. It really just depends on like your it really just depends on like your mood and your emotions and like how you feel in that very moment. But I feel like everything is kind of like in a lag right now when it comes to like you attracting whatever it is in your life. But I feel like it's almost as if like it's a gift, but it's not. Like I feel like you're attracting things what the heck? I feel like you're attracting things intentionally, but also unintentionally. Like I feel like it could be things that I feel like maybe you just don't prefer, or things that you do prefer. So it really just depends on like where you're at in the moment. But I feel like it's almost as if like it's happening too fast. Like it's happening too fast for your outer world to like keep up. Like I feel like everything is just still loading in that aspect. Like you know how like on the screen it says loading, like in a video. It's kind of like that. It's almost like you need a good balance when it comes to like your emotions, your feelings, and like whatever you desire. So I feel like if you are trying to like manifest something, or like you really want to attract something, then I feel like you really just need to get a handle on what it is that you truly want, because you could want one thing and then desire something else the next second. So I feel like it kind of just, it can't really like keep up with like your manifesting in a way. So I feel like you have been manifesting, but also this can be bad or good. So I feel like it really just depends. So I feel like you kind of just like need a good balance on like who to cut off. And when I say who to cut off, I mean like your old self or your new self. So I feel like if you are trying to like manifest something, then I feel like it doesn't really like correlate with like your old self, you know? So I feel like it's almost as if like you need to like seven of wands. You need to like hone in your vision and like hone in like what do you actually like want or desire, like truly desire, not like for like temporary reasons, but it can be temporary reasons. Like you can manifest something temporarily, but like I feel like for you, like you have to like really know and like trust your inner knowing to like actually like move forward in that process, like move forward with like that manifestation, because it can't really settle in unless you like have like the perfect decor or like the perfect like I don't know amenities when it comes to like what you want your home to be, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm just using this as metaphors, but like if you want to attract good things, then you have to have a clean house, right? So I feel like it's almost if like that. It can't really be like messy, it can't really be like I don't know all over the place if you want to like attract that very thing in your life, right? But also I feel like it's almost if like okay, 5 of Cups and like 9 of Cups. It's almost as if like you're being swayed to like want something else because of your outer world. Like I feel like I don't know like if you have been like on social media or just like you have been like seeing other people live their lives, or like they are giving their 2 cents and they're telling you like what you should do and like what you want or what you should want, or like I feel like this is kind of like persuading like the outlook of your life, or like your wants, your needs, and your desires, or just your wants and desires when it comes to like attracting certain things in your life. I feel like there's certain like I don't know, like peer pressure, like people telling you what you should be doing, or like just like influences outside of yourself that is kind of just like really pointing the arrow at different directions, and you just kind of like need to like fix that arrow, you know, like fix the clock, because it's not gonna like be right, okay? Because I feel like in order for something like, in order to actually get what you truly need, it really also takes divine timing and not really like rushing and like rushing, or just like really like thinking that you have to do something in a timely manner, or just like something has to be done, or it has to be like, you know, like it has to be like, just because it's brought up doesn't mean you have to buy it. Wow, that's very tricky to say. Just because something is brought up from someone doesn't mean you have to buy it. Like, it doesn't mean like it has to sell. Like, you can always say no. You don't have to like be so influenced by your outside reality that you kind of forget what you truly desire. And it's your life, okay? It's your life, and like the more you try to like, it's fine to like take advice, it's fine to like listen and willing to listen and like willing to like take things in, but I feel like you kind of just have to have a good balance of it all. And when it comes to like you actually truly wanting whatever you desire in your life because of you, not because of like outside influences. I know that it can be difficult for you at times because you do have open ears and you're willing to listen and you're like open like to like every possibility, but I feel like not everyone is like you, and you aren't not like anyone else. So I feel like it kind of just goes both ways when it comes to like, I don't know, like you looking out the outside world and like looking what everyone is saying and hearing what that doesn't make sense. Looking at everyone else and like hearing what everyone else is saying to you, while also not being them, and while also them not being you. So I feel like you kind of just have to like really find a balance between the two, even though I feel like it may be difficult in the moment, and it may be difficult to like actually like not actually like listen to your friends and family and whoever is close to you in your life. But I feel like also like it's your life, okay? No one else is living your life but you, and you are the ultimate influencer. And guess who's gonna be paying for your life? You. I just got the Two of Cups too. That's like a perfect card for what I was just saying, is how like you are going to pay for your life ultimately, not no one else. So everyone can give their 2 cents, but 2 cents is not gonna help you pay for anything. So I feel like, wow, that was amazing what I just said. So I feel like also like, this is what I was just talking about, like how like you see how like the cups are like being exchanged. So in that way, that can be looked at as people are like putting in their 2 cents. They're really trying to like influence you and to like do, or just like influence. And I don't want to say like it's not all negative. It's just like influences where I feel like it's not needed, or it's not really, it doesn't really have to like be pondered too much or really thought about too much. Like I feel like there's too much energy. I feel like you're investing too much of your valuable energy into something that's really just not gonna like be beneficial to you in the long run. I feel like for you, you really have to like trust in divine timing. Okay, trust in divine timing, because you are really just someone who's like, you know your way, but I feel like it's almost as if like you kind of just like forget your path, you forget like your purpose, and amongst like the chaos in the world. Like I feel like there just has been like, I don't want to say distractions, but like a lot of like just like inputs when it comes to like, you know, what you truly desire. Because like I said, if you really truly want to attract what you desire, then you really have to have a good balance of like what you actually want versus what everyone else think that you may want or should want. Okay, so I feel like you just have to like really, I don't know, find the balance between the two. And really the balance between is ultimately between like your inner world and your outer world. Okay, so I feel like when I say your outer world, doesn't mean, I don't mean like just like the people in and out of your life, or like just like whatever you're doing in the outside world, like your workplace, or just like I feel like you know what I'm saying, but like I feel like just everything in between. Okay, so I feel like it's even just like the little things when it comes to like just certain influences. Like you could be scrolling social media and you could see like, be inspired by something, but I feel like you could scroll again and like be inspired by something else, and scroll again and be inspired by something else, and it kind of just makes you have all these light bulbs come on all at once, and it's kind of like, oh my gosh, like overwhelming. And I feel like that is where like the draining of your energy may come in when it comes to that. Okay, so I feel like it just needs to be some sort of like balance, the devil, some sort of balance when it comes to that. Like I feel like you're just like chained down when it comes to just like not knowing, or like being confused. I'm gonna say like not knowing, but like being confused, or like just like being like pulled towards multiple directions, when I feel like it really just takes one. Okay, it takes one. They say it takes two to tango, but I say it takes one. It takes one tango, because I feel like you just really have to like bring it all in and like really like, I don't know, I would say like sit for yourself for a while. Just like sit for yourself and like see like what comes up, because I feel like the moment you like really like sit with yourself and like actually like think about like what you truly like and what makes you excited and like what makes you like passionate about like life, that is when it's gonna finally hit you. And that's when it's not gonna be because of outside influences, but it's gonna be because of what you feel and what you truly desire and want and need. So I feel like also a good balance of like want and need, but I feel like you have this like thing about you, and like it just, I feel like also like there's an happening that's happening, or there's a purpose that I feel like is happening right now when it comes to like this confusion or like this loss of direction. So maybe I feel like you are like being pulled in multiple directions, but I feel like by you being lost, you are going to eventually be found, and I feel like you're gonna be found because of you and not from anyone else. And I feel like, I don't know, so maybe also you being lost is not so bad. You being lost can really actually lead you to a place of like true abundance. Okay, so I feel like also like you really just have to like stay true to like your desires and whatever. I feel like you may feel that feels right for you, even though I feel like it's just a small way of saying like do whatever you feel right, but like yeah, actually do whatever you feel is right, and like not really go off of every moment of whatever everyone else is saying. Okay, so just because someone said something doesn't make it true, doesn't make it like actually like real for you, unless you actually agree to that. Okay, so I feel like Knight of Wands. Also, I feel like this is like a good representation of like you. Okay, because I feel like you hold the power, you hold the gift when it comes to like actually attracting what you want. And I don't know if you have been trying to manifest, but I feel like you are really, really good at it. But also, like I said, you have to have like a good balance of like really letting something go and letting something be. Okay, so I feel like it takes you to like really like work with what you got and like work with what you have in order for it to like make it happen. Page of Wands as well. Yes. Okay, so I feel like in order for you to like actually make something out of nothing, it really just takes for you to like actually look at it and understand it and see the true power in it. Okay, I feel like you possess the power of like actually turning your skill or your gift into something beautiful, or anything around you. But I also feel like it just takes like your realization and like your I don't want to say inner silence, but like your inner knowing. Okay, I feel like you have a strong inner knowing when it comes to like your path. And even though it may look a little bit like confusing, may look a little bit like foggy when it comes to like where you're going, or just like what you actually want. And I feel like I understand like those things may change throughout your life of like what you want and what you truly desire. But also I feel like that is the beauty of life, that is the beauty of your purpose, and it's gonna make sense once you actually get there. But until then, why not enjoy the journey? Okay, why not enjoy the journey and just like really like digest these feelings, digest these thoughts. And because it's not for nothing, I feel like all your encounters and everyone's 2 cents kind of just means something, and it's gonna compound over time, and you're gonna actually like think about it and like realize, okay, and gather all of it, all those opinions, all those influences, all those like doubts, and like really make it into something beautiful. Okay, I feel like you're the type of person who see like beauty and distraction. and light and darkness. Like I feel like you kind of just, you're aware of the two, where I feel like people only see one side of it, but I feel like you are very good at with like the balance of that. But I feel like if you were to like really, switcheroo, but like really like put that into like what you actually desire and what you actually, who you actually are, then you're golden. You are golden. Okay, this is where you're gonna get at the Empress. Okay, because I feel like there's no one in this world, on this earth, can actually like help you be the best version, help you really reach your truest potential but you. Okay, I feel like there has been lies that has been lies that has been told when it comes to getting to where you want to be. Okay, but I feel like now you're starting to understand that your true desire and your true purpose and your happening of it all is all going to depend on you and like where you put your focus on. Okay, so I feel like it really just doesn't help for you to like scatter your energy, scatter your thoughts and feelings and emotions all at once, because it's just going to drain you and it's just going to keep you stuck. But I feel like if you were to just like put all that energy and all that time and effort into like what truly matters and what feels right, and really listen to your heart and like focus on like what makes you excited, what makes you like passionate, what makes you like want to keep going and like really truly being the version of yourself that I feel like you can't really, it can't possibly not be real, can't possibly not be true, or like can't possibly like really not make you want to like go towards a path where I feel like it can be disappointed, because I feel like you can't disappoint yourself in that way. So I feel like if you were to remain true, if you were to like really stick to your desires and actually trust in divine timing, then you will get to where you need to be versus not where you want to go. So I feel like it really just depends on like your thoughts, your emotions, and like where you really want to like put all your trust in. Okay, so you really have to like trust in what you're doing and like what's going on and everything that's happening in your life. I feel like you really have to like have some sort of like faith or like trust into like what's happening. Okay, because I know it can be hard to like focus on with all these distractions going on. Okay, with social media, with like people with like opinions and like just like outside life. But I feel like ultimately like you have like the ultimate guide when it comes to like your purpose and like your actual like true essence of life. Like I don't know if that makes sense, but like I feel like you have like this essence about you that I feel like can resonate with thousands if not millions. Okay, so I feel like also you need to like use your voice more. Okay, so I feel like if you I feel like you kind of like have a struggle or a challenge with like voicing yourself or like expressing yourself because you're afraid of the shutdown, you're afraid of like being looked at differently, you're afraid of not fitting in. But I feel like it's time to like use your voice more. It's time to express yourself openly, because you never know what doors that may open and what in case those doors do open, what people might be able to walk through those doors and actually for you to like actually engage with and meet, and that person can change your life. I'm not saying that you should depend on it, but also like there's possibilities beyond possibilities beyond possibilities. Okay, so I feel like you can't just like forget about that either. But also I feel like any little shift, any little like take that I feel like that you take from it, I feel like you kind of just have to like really make something out of it. Okay, and I feel like you can do that, but you have to like really like truly believe that you can, and not really, I don't know, it's okay to be inspired, it's okay to like actually like have aspirations and like really like be influenced a little bit, but also like just like remember like you are your own person, you are your own voice, and you can do that without being told that you can, or without being like influenced or having the permission to do so. Okay, it's almost as if like you need some sort of like permission to like be open and like to express yourself freely. But I'm telling you right now that you don't need it. And if you want to do that, if you want to like make a social media account, then do it. If you want to like talk on camera, then do it. Okay, you have every right to do so, every right to do so, as well as me, as well as anyone else, I feel like. So I feel like if you truly have a desire to want to do something, that is your inner knowing, that is a sign, that is your intuition, and listen to it and really let it guide the way. Don't be afraid to like listen to it. Don't be afraid to like really act on your feelings in the moment, because you never know where it might lead you to. Okay, maybe it might be the perfect moment for you to like actually discover something new, something fresh, and something better that could actually make your life or upgrade your life better. But you never really know unless you actually act on it. And I feel like you're someone who will get very far when it comes to like your inner knowing, because I feel like you've had moments, you've had experiences where I feel like it kind of just went over your head, and now it's all over the place. But I feel like you kind of just have to like really tune in with yourself and see what happens and let life flow the way it should. Okay, there's no need to like go against resistance or go against the flow, because it doesn't make things easier. Okay, work smarter, not harder. And that is all. I have been babbling a lot. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope this helped.